Alright guys, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but they've done it. The finance bros have commodified comedy. I've been spending a lot of time on Instagram lately, and I've noticed something a little bit strange about the, I don't know, maybe 1 million posts I send to my wife every day. Now normally, the strangest thing I'll see is memes are giving the same photo 3 separate captions. But these meme pages are different. At first, I thought they were just doing a bit. That's what we call jokes now. Advertising the many great features of the Hyundai Ioniq 5, like its track-ready features or its driver-focused design. You know, for a laugh. But then I saw another post listing the specs of the Tesla Cybertruck and another one giving a concise summary of the 2016 XXL Freshman Cypher. I don't think these are run by people, right? And if they are, they're very low effort. But it's clear to me that these accounts are just grabbing clips from around the internet and throwing them up on Reels with these long, seemingly random captions to farm engagement. Let's talk about how people are doing this and why I think it is the most mind-bendingly, creatively bankrupt thing anyone can do. No, you're being overdramatic. Let's get into it. How can I tell that these are AI run accounts? Well, these posts all have a few things in common. One, the captions on these accounts are all exact replicas of each other, written as if you were to ask something like ChatGPT to give you a summary of the product being described. Bonus points here for including things like sure or certainly at the beginning of a response, as if you were to phrase it as a question, saying, "Can you describe the Cybertruck for me?" In fact, I get something very similar if I ask ChatGPT to do the same thing for me right now. Second, they post a lot, like some of them up to 25 times a day. Finally, many of the accounts contain similar bios. Some of them are very formulaic, and some of them are even downright copies of each other. Like these, for example, that all have the phrase memes, comedy, and entertainment in their name. Really covering all your bases there. Absolutely dominating SEO. Congrats, man. All of these things put together makes it pretty obvious to me that these accounts are either so low effort that it's almost not human, or they're just simply cobbled together using some sort of AI program. But the people who run these accounts are banking on the fact that nobody will ever even take a second look to put these pieces together. They're hoping that no one is going to open the caption of a reel they see in their feed. I mean, it took me a long time to notice that these things were here. And just looking into the comments of some of these posts that have gained some serious traction online, nobody else is really talking about it either. It does seem like the larger internet community is aware of these types of posts, but on the posts themselves, no one is commenting on the strange caption, like, at all. I think I found maybe one person who had something to say about it. That's because the amount of the screen that the caption takes up on Reels in the first place is very small, and the amount of that caption that they show is minuscule compared to the actual length of the message concealed behind a show more button. Also, many of the posts that they're re-uploading to their accounts already have captions hardwired into the videos themselves. Those things draw your eyes away from the Instagram caption that they've put on it. And when you open the comment section, that caption is never displayed. I remember a time whenever your caption would be the first comment, but that's not the case anymore. But if these posts are being made by AI, why bother with the caption at all? How did they decide on this style of caption for these posts? Well, according to reputable source Know Your Meme, it seems like the first instance of this AI slop caption epidemic actually made some sort of sense. The first post on this account, which is also either very low effort or also operated by AI, features people saying the names of famous car brands in the brand's mother tongue. I mean, at least that's what the caption on the screen says. And I didn't even need Google Translate to tell me that this is originally Uzbek. Yeah, who's the large language model now? Now, it seems to me like whoever created this account pulled this video off the internet somewhere and re-uploaded it to Instagram. When they did that, they decided to ask ChatGPT or some other AI program to maybe give them some info on 2 famous cars from some of the brands that are shown. At least I think that was their train of thought, because the first car that gets mentioned in the caption is a BMW M3 GTR. BMW was mentioned in the video, so far so good. The second car mentioned in the caption is a Mercedes CLR GTR. Ooh, so close, but Mercedes isn't one of the 15 plus car brands mentioned, sorry. But even though they only got it half right on the first post, it looks like it did pretty well. Although it's hard to say if it blew up on its own or if people have just come back to it ever since Know Your Meme linked it on their website. Whatever the case may be, They ran with it from there on out, and every subsequent post from this account features that Mercedes CLR blurb under it. One commenter I came across on Reddit theorized that meme pages run by actual humans began to circulate this copy pasta caption as kind of like an in-joke before other AI accounts picked up on it as like an easy way to blend in with the community. I can definitely see that being what happened, but I can also see other spammers noticing that Instagram was not policing these low-effort spam posts. In fact, Instagram seemed to be rewarding them. As a result, more and more people, or more than likely, more and more AI programs, use these AI slop captions when uploading other popular videos to their own accounts. And then, because those videos were popular, people begin to interact with them, like and share them. The algorithm then picks up on people doing that, pushes any post with these types of captions, because hey, people like something about them. The algorithm not really being able to discern that the caption has really nothing to do with the popularity. These videos are already popular elsewhere, so obviously they'll do well on this platform. And this caption is sort of just an artifact of the way that it was stolen and re-uploaded. And that's a problem for a couple of reasons. Look, I'm not going to pretend like I get all of my memes from some sort of artisan meme boutique, and very rarely am I making my own as part of some sort of small family-owned business, alright? I'm very well aware that the very existence of meme pages that aggregate popular content from around the internet has always been creatively questionable. Pages like these have often come under fire for not crediting the creators of the content that they're posting. And if you follow enough of them, it's likely that you're going to end up seeing the same post on every single one of them eventually. After all, they're all just reposting what's popular that week. But what redeems these internet spaces is that there is at least someone on the other side, curating what they find funny and often trying to form connections with their audience. In the early days of Instagram, when Tumblr text posts were all the rage, it was pretty common to have more than one admin running a page that would check in with personal updates on their lives. There may not have been, and there still may not be, much creative energy spent by the people who run these accounts, but there was at least something human to them. These AI accounts are just flooding the internet with recycled content and nonsense captions, creating these huge voids where what you're seeing is often several times removed from a human holding a camera or even typing on a keyboard. And all of these accounts are following tons of others just like them, all doing the same thing. They're all working overtime to make the internet less human and try and make a quick buck. They're totally in this for the money, by the way. Many of them have bios that ask you to DM them for ad space on their page. Others have links to websites with prices that they charge for collaboration, and just thinking about them is giving me a virus on my computer. And if this strategy is employed on TikTok and YouTube Shorts as well, these pages could even tap into the Creator Fund or Partner Program to generate more revenue. Not only are people profiting from stealing content en masse, but the people developing these programs are selling access to them for a profit as well. This program in particular can pull from other popular meme pages or scrape the top performing posts from any subreddit for the low price of just $35 a month. Obviously, none of that is going to the people who created the memes or videos in the first place. And even if some of these pages have some bullshit in their bios about DMing them for credit, no one but them is benefiting from this. Like I said earlier, no one is looking at these captions in the first place, apparently. And I doubt anyone is scrolling through the comment section to find out who originally posted this video. Also, once I've seen the post, I've seen it. I don't need to go see it again on the original account because again, these AI pages are not changing anything about these videos. And not only that, but even if people do find their way to the original account, many of these viral videos especially are not generated by content creators. They're posted by regular people who often don't have any other similar content on their pages, nor the aspiration to create more. So who is the person who sees this funny video gonna follow? The rando whose baby sneezed so hard it shit itself once? Or the account that compiles thousands of these videos in one place? And that's without even mentioning that stealing something and then saying, well, hey, I put a place where they could come and DM me for credit doesn't absolve you of any wrongdoing. It is still wrong to make it the victim's responsibility to go out of their way to get you to stop stealing from them. But Aaron, you just said a lot of these original posters don't have any dreams of being famous online, so why does it matter? It just does, okay? And it sucks. It sucks that hustlers are willing to break down every aspect of our lives and cut every corner they can just to make an extra dollar that day. It sucks that the douchebags of the world have basically just reinvented stealing, and then they pretend that they have some sort of profound business acumen. It doesn't take a genius to lie, cheat, or steal. It just takes a general lack of respect for yourself and others. These people aren't creating anything valuable, and they're actively making the user experience worse on Instagram and wherever else they're active. All the while, they're making more money than people who are doing good, honest work, and then they have the audacity to turn around and pretend like they're better than you because of it. And it just sucks. So if you see any of these accounts out in the wild, whether they're run by AI or they're just extremely low effort, go ahead and report them for spam for me. That would be great. Thank you in advance. I've been Aaron Trevino. Thank you so much for watching. I know we've got a lot of new people here on the channel, and that's really exciting. I hope this video was a pretty good follow-up to last week's. Let me know what you think in the comments. Speaking of last week, I'm so grateful to all of you who watched my video on the Talk to a podcast. Your kind words have meant so much to me. A special shout out to the comment of the week from @NoLimitJack, who says, "Thought this channel had at least 100k subs, but you deserve it." That is a crazy thing to hear anytime, especially since I've only been doing this for a little while. So thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciated it. With that said, make sure you like, subscribe so we can get to 100k, and follow me over on Instagram @AaronCTrevino, and then leave a comment for a chance to be featured in next week's video. I'll see you guys then.